The film industry is like a circus. It's very unpredictable, but it's brilliant. I don't want to know my future. I want the future to be always interesting, always different. So that's the main reason I work in this world. And I'm always looking for new exciting projects that are telling different stories and gives me the ability to express my creativity. I have a lot of memorabilia, little things I keep. I actually keep my name tag from every job, so I have a huge bag of name tags just to remind me of where I was. But memories are just meeting people and going on journeys, going to new places. I've been very lucky to travel over a lot of the world to do with films, and it's a great way to see the world because you're not just a tourist, you actually live the place, you become part of it. My family are from Ireland, and we have relations in the northwest of Ireland, a place called Donegal, which is a very beautiful place. It's like Scotland, like a mini Scotland. And we were there on a summer holiday once, and I saw a movie set. I didn't know it was a movie set at the time. I just saw something alien in the landscape, a building that wasn't there 2 weeks beforehand. And they'd built this amazing set of cottages and houses, and they looked absolutely real. And I went up to them and I touched them, and I felt like, oh, this is make-believe, it's fantastic. And I'd always had an interest in buildings and places as a child, but that led me on a journey to think more about what are these things, how do you do them? I ended up becoming an architect, not knowing how films are made at that time. But through studying architecture, I learned more about filmmaking and media and design. And as soon as I qualified, I went straight out looking for work in film. I, over the years, have gone from the position of being an architect now to a production designer. So my job is now to educate a team I work with and help them create the story I want to tell. So in the process of production design, it's quite a varied field. So you have to research the script scenes, the architecture, the places, the type of buildings, the time period. I have an extensive library I refer to where I look into all the little details, the big details, whether it's a whole building, a street, a city, a state or a county. You really zoom at many different levels. I like to be thinking of all the different details at the same time as best I can, because you never know when you'll see something that will start a new idea or solve a problem. Part of the detail of this process is the storyboards of the film. The storyboards are created from the script. They're the visual storytelling, almost like a comic strip. And they incorporate the actors, they incorporate the moments and the movements of the actors. And that helps me see exactly what the camera will see. I know I have to focus on a facade or a door or a window or what's called action vehicles like a car or a boat. And I can really focus on that element and research the details, research the patina, all the surfaces, and really make that object look as realistic as possible. It's very fulfilling when you get it right and when the audience has no idea that you've made that item.
We're almost there, Dad.
Horror films are like a theatre set. They're generally one place, and a very detailed story takes place in that one environment. But they're also super detailed. It's like jewellery making or designed the tiniest little moments, because all the little, what we call the scare moments, are designed around amazing pieces of architecture or amazing environments. And I love that level of detail when you get so far into the story.
Action!
The Harry Potter films were a very special part of my career. I came into them at a very early stage. I worked on the second, third and fourth films. I knew the production designer very well, and he invited me into the team. And back then, none of us knew how big it would be. We thought it was just one film, maybe two films. There were some amazing books that we're basing the films from. But then the films just grew, and it just kept going, and it became this huge world, and it led me to many new places. Well, initially I was able to work in London a lot and then travel around the UK helping build all these amazing sets to tell the stories of the parts of Harry Potter. We went around England to all the various castles and created parts of Hogwarts. kind of to knit this world together. But then eventually I was invited to run the team creating the theme parks, which are basically an extension of the films, and those theme parks are in mainly America. They're now in Japan and China as well. Working on the theme parks actually is very similar to the films because we approached it just like a film. We made sure there was a script. We made sure we had the same team all around us, same creative team. They have actors, they have places, they have a storyline, but they're real. It's a real place you can walk into. A very interesting side journey from, I would say, normal filmmaking. I think the several Harry Potter films I worked on were the most enjoyable in a way because we felt like we were in school. It's like we were all very close, this huge team. The team was enormous. Our art department was 70 people. The whole film was maybe 2,000 people. So it was like a huge city of people all being creative. A normal film would be much smaller than that. It could be in total 200 people. So the Harry Potter films really were very unique at a special time. It's easy to look back and say I'd do things differently, but you can't. You are where you are. But no, I'm very happy I've gone the direction I've gone in. I've been very lucky that things have landed in front of me sometimes, and I've been lucky enough to know to grab them when they're there.